Welcome to another episode of Polite for What. I'm Rhea.
And I'm Nate the Great.
And welcome back. We keeping this content going. We are at episode 4. So always like, subscribe, and share. That way we can get in the algorithm so other people can see our content. And of course, if you're not following us on Instagram, please follow us on Instagram at polite_for what sports. And it's the same handle on YouTube as well. So this week we got football content. You know, a lot of things has happened since the last time we recorded. So we have a few things on the docket today to talk about. So today we're gonna get into some Cowboys news. So first thing we're gonna start off with is the Cowboys decided to let Tyrone Smith go into free agency. Um and I'm very 50-50 on this, to be honest with you.
As you
Um
should be. As you
I'm
should be.
I'm kind of torn in a way, only simply because, like, of course, Tyron Smith is a Pro Bowler.
He OG too. He
Yeah,
the last one on y'all line. Doug Free, Zach Martin. Well, Zach Martin's still there, but he was a part of the group. But I'm talking about like
he was a
before
part of
that, like
that, the
OG.
Great Wall.
Yeah, Travis Frederick. See, like a Texan fan should know this, but I
hmm
watch. I watch the scene because we low
You
key
know,
need what y'all got.
he part
You
of the
know what
Great
I'm
Wall.
saying?
So, like I said, it's always gonna be sad to see him go. I wanted him to get a ring with the Cowboys, but unfortunately, the Cowboys are letting him walk this year. Um, like I said, a part of me is like, dang, I want him to stay because, for one, we don't have a replacement yet, and
Mhm.
then, like I said, the other side, the man is still a Pro Bowler at the end of the day. But on the flip side of why I feel 50-50 is because Tyron says, I mean, he stays hurt a lot.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like you kind of want to let him walk, but you always want to keep him as a depth piece. But like last year, Tyron, he didn't even practice a lot just simply because of his injuries. So
Mhm.
that's the only reason why I'm 50-50 on it. I'm gonna be kind of sad to see him go, but in a way I'm happy because Tyron he's not healthy for the whole season for us. But when he is healthy, the boys is out there moving boys around like it ain't nothing. So
Of
um
course, I mean, dude is a unit, man. Like I'd be lying and I'd be being biased if I say and I said that Tyron ain't no unit because he is.
hmm
Tyron the truth.
he a
Whenever
dog. Tyron is a dog for
yeah,
sure.
he ain't giving him no sacks. He gonna go 1-on-1 with your best defensive lineman all game.
hmm
He gonna go 1-on-1 with your best blitzer and locking it up. So man, Tyron one of them ones. It just sucks, like you said, to see him either be done with the game because from when I read, he said he ain't really trying
He
to.
ain't trying to play for nobody else.
You know
But
what I'm
I've
saying?
also seen him linked to maybe going to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. So
But you know what that's about.
that boy go over there and play with Patrick Mahomes. He gonna get him a ring. I'm not
Ooh,
gonna lie.
yeah, he
Baddest
gonna
man
get
in the
him.
land right now. So
He gonna
if
get
he
him one.
was to
Hey,
go over there, but he a Cowboy to his heart. He probably can't even see himself putting on the other uniform, other than playing for the
sis,
Cowboys.
if I know I'm gonna be a future Hall of Famer from the work that I put in outside of my injuries, I need to go get that ring. This is gonna shore up
Okay,
his
but let me
resume,
let me ask you
man.
this: you think if he go over there to Kansas City, I can't even see Kansas City. I
I
can't.
know
Man,
it.
it's
Yeah,
too
you
many
mad?
messing me up.
That girl for the hair.
Man,
That
listen.
girl for the
I
stroke
got
out
my y'all. Let
over
me
the
let me give y'all a little backstory. Why I be talking crazy every week? I got my tooth pulled, so now that my tooth is pulled out, it just got me talking funny. This is not even cute. I can't even be walking around talking
fat.
like this. They
That
gotta hurry up and
girl,
do something with me real fast.
Big
But
Josh. Josh.
I'm out here talking like Jocelyn Hernandez.
Yeah, it's cool. I be
That
speeding
girl
fast.
talking like Jocelyn.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway,
I got to do shopping.
I got it. Tip in jail, the kids in school. I gotta do shopping.
I got to do shopping. You can't keep talking like that, bro.
Man, anyways,
That girl going outside.
man, got me out here looking bad. But anyways, if he go over to Kansas City, do you think they'll give him the bag or what?
I mean, Kansas City kind of weird, bro. I feel like they be
They
they
like the
just
Cowboys too.
they just be
Them
signing
boys
shit.
cheap too. They
They
just as bad as the Cowboys.
they just be signing shit. Like I knew that I knew they was thirsty when they signed Tyron Matthew on the back end of his career. Now,
Man, listen.
granted,
Hey, the honey
granted,
badger. Hey, don't hate on the
for
honey
real,
badger.
that's what I'm saying.
Honey
Like I'm
badger
just
was a
saying,
dog now. Come
it
on with
still
it.
is, still is. You ain't heard nobody talking about how Tyron Matthew should retire. And
Mm-hmm.
homie, and people not realizing like he low key the LeBron for the NFL right now.
Yeah, honey badger
Homie,
was a
that
dog in his days now.
you got to think he played against Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, Big Ben. All these dudes are gone. Like, granted, he also played on the back end of their career, but like Tyrann Matthews have to be 10 plus years in the league. You got to be. I'm
He
gonna
up in
Google that.
age. He up in
Oh, he
age.
is. Homie got to be
In
like
football
33.
years, we'll say that he up in age for football years. But
Yeah,
anyways, I mean, what you feel like? You think the Chiefs will give him a bag or what?
I feel that they give everybody bags, but the people they should give the real bag to. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And like, I'm gonna kind of take this into another direction, but with L'Jarius Sneed, like, why y'all franchise tagging the number one corner y'all got? This he was responsible for like your best whatever. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He gonna follow him. He's gonna mirror him, and he's gonna essentially take him out the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got Trent McDuffie. Now they got to pay one of them though. So I want it to be clear whenever I say this. I don't want it to just look like it's a luxurious a situation not getting paid because they did Chris Jones the same way. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, they
He
was
missed
holding out
game
on Chris
one,
Jones, and
and
Chris
that's the
Jones
bet.
came back wreaking havoc.
Come on, man. And then he the best tackle in the league. So why would you not bring him back? Like, why would you even play with his bag like that?
Right.
Like,
That's
give
why I
people what
said
they
The
need,
Chiefs is
man.
right up there with the Cowboys, but not
Yeah.
playing their players for
You
real.
know what though? I'm gonna say this is, and this is it's gonna hurt to say. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? From a standpoint of a Texan, but all teams who win championships on the regular or have won them multiple times in the last 30 years, they all have this common problem. Do you kind of get what I'm getting at?
Mm-hmm.
Like Kansas City is taking on the role of like, as long as we got X, Y, and Z, we really don't need them.
As long as they got Patrick
They
Mahomes
just
and
enhance.
Travis Kelsey, they don't care
And
about nothing out there.
exactly, and I wasn't even trying to make it seem like that, but that's
Mm-hmm.
what's real. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
can
As
tell
long as we
that
got Patrick,
by looking at their receivers. Like they saying they telling everybody, hey, long as we got Travis and we got Patrick Mahomes, then we don't really care. But anyways, we can all the way off
yeah,
subject.
I know, but it
Women
was a point. It was a point
be
to
on the
make a
team
point. The
on the team.
Cowboy, yeah, but I'm just saying like the cow, and this is gonna bring us back. The Cowboys don't pay nobody because y'all used to winning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs don't pay nobody because they used to winning. And guess
Right.
what? New England don't pay nobody because they used to winning. As a matter of fact, did Pittsburgh give Le'Veon Bell a contract?
They let Le'Veon go too.
They let that boy, because why? They used to win it. And they always feel it's not you, it's the scheme that we run. It's not you, it's the coach that we got. It's not
Right.
you, it's the sister, it's the whole thing. Like you are part of what we got going on. So no, you not who you think you are.
Right.
And then you go to another team, and the team that do give you the money that you do deserve, it's not even a top 15 team in the league. So now you really looking piss poor on your resume, and it make the team that didn't want to give you the contract look good.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you go somewhere that's garbage and you still ball, and it's like, okay, we should have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know how that go, man. Like business is business.
It is,
Business is
but
business, man.
at this point though, the Cowboys will have to go either in the draft to get a tackle or free agency. And of course, I want to see like what free agents they possibly could go get. The only one that was kind of worth mentioning is Trent Brown for the New England Patriots. He played 579 snaps. He had 3 sacks, and he was ranked number 22 by PFF. So I
Yeah.
mean, he's very average compared to Tyron Smith, because of course Tyron Smith was ranked number 2 overall
Mm-hmm.
of all the tackles in the league. And Another name that I did see on there was Cam Fleming, but outside of that, Trent Brown was the only one that's probably worth mentioning if they were to try to go get somebody in free
Mm-hmm.
agency, which at this point I don't think they will. They
Mm-hmm.
probably will try to go get somebody in the draft. And of course, there's a lot of good tackles coming out this year, but the ones worth mentioning that probably will fall to the Cowboys. You got J.C. Latham out of Alabama. They have him going at number 17. That can possibly size us depending on what happened up top. And then you have Amarius Mims for Georgia, who's ranked number 23. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that might slide to the Cowboys. So out of those two guys, I would be cool with having either one of them. But like I said, at this point, instead of Cowboys being able to go BPA, we probably will have to go draft the tackle um, in a draft. And like I said, I'll give them credit on this. They know how to draft linemen. You
Of
know, they
course.
had a lot of success with
Yeah.
drafting linemen, so I will give them credit on that. But other than that, I do want Cowboys to go get free agents this
I
offseason.
mean, man, that goes hand in hand with what I was just saying though. You know what I mean? Like, do you really think they trying to go into free agency looking for
A
whatever?
tackle?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
they're not
mean,
gonna do
would
that.
they?
Absolutely not. They're
But
gonna
should
use their
they?
number 24 pick, and they're gonna probably get one of those guys, Amarius
Yeah.
Mims, if they were to fall to him or to JC Latham. I don't think they will even go try to go mess with Trent. But then again, Cowboys are cheap, so they might try to go get Trent Brown, somebody that's gonna they can fleece real quick and bring him over there for a little cheap price. That's
Yeah.
their game. They like playing them type of games. So I
I'm
wouldn't
a
even be surprised if they would to go get somebody like Trent Brown and
yeah.
bring him
I'm a
over.
and I say this though, sis. I do like J.C. Latham from Alabama. I think
Mhm.
that'd be a good look for y'all. Homie 6'6". I think that the last time he may have measured outside of the combine. I don't even know if that's like official height and weight, like where I got the information from. But he's 6'6", 359. He a
Mhm.
unit. You know, he's a good body that you will replace Tyron Smith with. But at the same time, we got to understand, how does he see the game? Does he break the game down like a Tyron Smith will break the game down? You
Right.
know, your left tackle needs to not only be your most physically gifted, but he also needs to be your mentally gifted as well. Like, can he detect certain blitzes? Is he able to help the quarterback call out a mic? Can he sniff out a blitz whenever they showing blitz, obviously, before they try to drop back in the coverage? Like, that's a lot to say. Are we getting that from a J.C. Latham or the kid that you were mentioning from Georgia? You know, like with them being rookies, of course they're going to come in, they're going to learn the basics of their position in terms of the team. You know what I'm saying? And then will he develop into a superstar like Tyron Smith? And that's the gamble, right? When you're trying to
Yeah,
pick up
that's
a
that
rookie.
is that is a gamble. Like, getting a rookie to come in to protect Dak on his left side. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is gambling for them to get a rookie in the first round. And of course they're gonna want him to play like right now. You don't have time to develop him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So whoever they get, like they're gonna have to be a right now player. So
For
not
sure.
saying not saying either one of those guys can't come in and play right now, but I'm just saying like they literally gonna have to hit the ground running because at this point, Tyron Smith is gone. So he is gonna have
Yeah.
to, he is gonna have to play this year. So
I will say this: Dallas is known for letting boys explore that, that free agency market, and they give them a little something on the backside.
yeah, but they're
It
not
might
gonna
not be what
match.
they
At this
initially
point, they're
offered,
not
though.
gonna they're not gonna match no offer. They're
No.
gonna let him either go or go retire.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you said earlier, I think you hit the nail right on the head. If he feels like he's done, I would prefer for him not to retire. He need a ring. I feel
Mhm.
like that's gonna help his case in terms of like
I
his
mean, he's going to
greatness
the Hall of Fame. Period.
for sure. But you want to go with a ring though. But you don't want to go with the ring that they gonna give you. You want the ring that you earned from the gridiron. He
Hmm.
need that. Like, yeah, if he get that ring, sis, that's gonna put him in the worlds of the Walter Joneses.
Hmm.
Um, I was gonna say Doug Free, but I think he's a personal favorite. Doug Free is not Hall of Famer at all. I mean, not Doug Free. Yeah, Doug Free. It is Doug Free. Y'all right tackle from yesteryear. I liked him a lot. I felt like he rarely got beat. He was really good at what he did. He was super fundamental. But yeah, Walter Jones is. Y'all had another guy too that I liked a lot. He could play guard and tackle. I like Larry Allen, by the way. Larry
Mm-hmm.
Allen was a GOAT. So yeah, I mean, I'm going off on a tangent, but y'all really had some solid offensive line, and I really want him to be a part of that. He's gonna be a part of the Ring of Honor for sure. But I
Mm-hmm.
want him to be in the upper echelons of like great tackles. And I feel like if he get that ring, we can't deny him of being like top 5 of all time
Because I'm pretty sure,
outside
like,
of his.
he could have stayed with the team, but at this point, Tyron, like, man, this is my last opportunity to get the bag. You
Yeah,
know, and like he probably been giving the Cowboys team friendly deals. So at this time, it's like, hey, I didn't give y'all team friendly deals. I didn't let y'all restructure me. Like at this point, I just want to get paid. So I understand it. Like if you gotta retire, then you gotta retire. But like I
yeah.
said, man, it's gonna be sad to see him go. But
Mm-hmm.
we're
That's
gonna
a
go into the next topic.
let me ask you this though, sis, before we speed off. This is
What?
touchy. This is touchy. This is touchy right here, right?
What?
You signed a big bag.
Mm-hmm.
This city gave you your first bag, and they gave you an extension.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to down the road restructure your contract to say it's for the greater good of the team, or are you saying, look, I need my bread because I come from what y'all don't come from? You know what I mean? Like I never had 300 put up. I need my whole 300 million. You know, especially with the NFL going through the whole phase of like not giving a lot of these players like health benefits and things like that after they retire. Do you get your whole bag, or do you cut the team a friendly deal because maybe later down the road you can do something with the team, like be a returning legend and maybe have a job in the office or something? Would you risk that to say, I gave y'all a deal and I'm expecting y'all to scratch my back in retirement, or you gonna get your bag while you playing?
Ooh, that's hard.
I know
Um,
it's touchy. It's
at the
touchy
end of
because
the
you
day,
gotta
I'm
understand.
okay. So I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer it like this. At
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, everything is about business, and the business got
Okay.
to be buttoned up. So at the end of the day, I love the Cowboys. I love my team, but as a player, you got to give me my money.
Yeah.
Like
Get your
you know,
bag.
just like you would get rid of me when because you used me up, and now you want me to
Mhm.
go. I need my money. Like I need my bread. So I'm taking the money. At the end of the day, they'll get over it. If they want Tyron to come in and have some type of job in the front office, they will. But right now, it's about my bread. He's at the end of his career. I'm not, and not even saying like he's gonna go to another team and get a big bag. But at this point, he's just trying to get whatever he can get at the end of his career. So just like how it's a business for these organizations, hey, it's a business for me, and I need my money, and
That's
I
real.
need
And
my
let me
money now.
and fast. And all blue strips. And I'm gonna say this: Tony Romo played the game well, and Tony Romo got a CBS bag. And I'm not saying that Jerry had nothing to do with that, but we know Jerry had something to do with that. He showed favor, he showed heart when he played. Jerry said, "I'm gonna scratch your back in retirement. You would never have to worry about working a day again in your life, unless you want to work for
But
CBS
it's
so you
up
can
to
get my
Tyron.
big
But
bag."
apparently, they not coming to see I and I about the money, because if they were coming to see I and I about the money, he would still be on the team. So clearly, it's a money issue. They can't come to terms on what the money should look like. That's the
Yeah.
only reason why they're allowing him to go into free agency, because
Well,
clearly
you
he's
also
asking for something that they're not willing to pay.
that's true, but since they're also looking at, is he worth what he think he's worth? Because if he is, another team gonna give it to him.
They looking at health though. I think Cowboys are looking at his health and his age. And
Okay,
that's the
so
only
look,
reason why that's the only reason why I see them like kind of being gun
moving.
hold on what they want to give him, because they know that Tyron is not going to be healthy 100% of the season. He's probably going to give you a good 75, 80, and then he probably going to be hurt.
All
So,
right, so let me ask this.
mhm,
Let's just say he do move on. He goes to another team. He plays, let's just say 85% of the snaps, which is damn good for Tyron Smith if we understand who Tyron Smith is. He plays 85% of the snaps. He essentially earned his bag. He just didn't get the back end incentives.
mhm,
You know what I mean? At that point, you got to say, we gambled and we lost,
mhm,
right? letting him go to free. This is just me, and I'm just speaking from a business standpoint. The only time I would ever let somebody go test the market is when I want to see what their real value is, and upon the eyes of others. Because my value, the way I look at you, won't just be as what you've given me on the field. It's going to be what you've given me as a man. You show up to work. You don't have excuses. Whenever you hurt, you show up for the rookies. You make sure they good, or you show up for the guys who's not quite in that veteran realm yet. You help them transition into that. I'm paying for that. Other teams are paying you for productivity. What have you looked at? Like what is the chances of your snaps per game? How many sacks you giving up? Whatever for 17 games. That's what I'm paying for. But you do get a little bias when you're an owner and you're looking at a player that you've watched from the age of 22 or 21 or 23. You gave them a big bag and you seen what they did with that bag, and they're in their own space. You just why you it basically helped the man grow into that transition or whatever that situation may be. So you're gonna be a little biased. So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the Cowboys are allowing him to test the market so they can see what his real value is, and y'all gonna give him that or a little bit under that. That's what I'm.
Cowboys out, and that's my problem with the Cowboys. Cowboys always trying to allow somebody to go test the market, and they been slammed on their head twice with the Ezekiel Elliott thing because we didn't have a 1-2 punch with to go with Tony Pollard, and then the Amari Cooper thing. You decided to keep Gallup over Amari Cooper, so
Yeah,
y'all have been slammed on y'all head twice by letting these players go or having okay, well we don't think you worth this, so we're gonna let you go.
right.
Y'all been wrong, but Cowboys so proudful they like to be right a lot. So like I said, man, Cowboys. That's the games they like to play with their players, and that's one thing that I don't respect about them.
Yeah, but we have to respect this. Is they are a great organization in terms of knowing when to move on, though. Not
Cowboys
out
is a
of
brand, man.
it
Cowboys.
is.
At the end of the day, Cowboys is about protecting their brand and about putting asses in seats. That's what they
And they
about.
gonna do
They
that.
gon' they gonna protect the brand first, and whoever is not on board with the brand, you gonna be gone, and that's
You
just the
know,
Cowboy way. That's
yeah,
that's the way they see it. That's the way
yeah,
they operate.
yeah. The only person I know that y'all gave up prematurely, and he showed us that this year is Amari Cooper.
Yeah,
I feel
Cooper's a
like
dog, and I never understood that. Like Cowboys, and here's my thing, like with them,
mhm,
you go pay all these injured players, but
mhm,
you won't give Tyrone his bag because he stayed injured.
yeah,
You gave Michael Gallup a bag coming off an injury. You
but
gave
that's
Jalen
different
Smith a
though.
bag coming off an injury.
That's different though, sis.
It don't matter, but
The
my thing is y'all go pay y'all the Cowboys pay who they want to pay. They money.
that's true, but I feel like Michael Gallup came back and he played
And
damn near
Michael Gallup
100%
was
of
not
snap.
what he was before his injury, and they still took a
Okay,
gamble on him,
that's
saying,
fair.
"Okay, he gonna come in and be the number 2 target," and he wasn't even that. You had to go out and get Brandon Cooks.
But
So
did he
that
rob
tells
you?
me,
But
huh?
did he rob y'all
Oh,
of like
absolutely, he
snaps though?
robbed them
No,
for what
no,
he
no,
got
sis.
paid for his
Listen, no,
production and his
listen,
money. He
no,
robbed them.
listen to me. I'm saying in terms of snaps though, he didn't rob him on the snaps. He still gave y'all the snaps
His
because
snaps
honestly,
got
I'm
took.
talking.
His snaps got took by a second year receiver in Jalen Tolbert. His snaps got taken, and his snaps got taken by Brandon Cooks.
Okay,
So
so
yes, he didn't even
let's.
play half of the snaps that he was playing. So yes, they got robbed.
I feel like he was always in this year. Like what I'm saying, like he was
Absolutely
never
not.
on the
That boy.
injury report. I
Hmm?
feel like he may have been on the injury report at some point, but I feel like for the majority of the year, y'all
They
got
wasn't
y'all
letting
back.
him. They wasn't letting him play because of his production. And then a lot of people started this campaign of
You
stop
you
giving him so
bias on
many
him though.
snaps, huh?
You bias on him though. I like Michael Gallup, so that's what
And
I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Michael Gallup. Like
Gallup a dog,
when we
man.
first got him,
He a dog.
when he came out of school, I was like, man, I like Michael Gallup. Like he's playing the outside, like he can stretch the field. He gonna get them jump balls, but it just seems like
50
after
50
his
balls coming
after
down.
his injury, huh?
Them 50 50 balls, he
Yeah,
coming down. If it's
he
one
was
on
out there
one,
getting them 50-50 balls one on one, but like after his injury, he just wasn't the same player. But that's why I said
yeah,
that's why they went and got Coop, and that's when they went and got Brandon Cook. So of
yeah,
course they seemed like his production was slipping as well. So
yeah. That's true.
it is what it is at this point.
I'll say I feel like he lost a step but you don't really know if that step is gonna be hindering his career or if it just hindered the season. That's why I'm not quick to like scratch him yet. He might come back next year and be the truth. We got to understand he tore his ACL, so it's a lot of like nerve like damage that has to heal and things like that, and it takes time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Sometimes it takes more than a year for him to feel like who he want to feel like and get back up to speed with it.
But
Now, if he
apparently,
have a,
Cowboys they not. I think he gonna be a June 1st cut. They're
you
gonna
think
get that
so?
money. Absolutely.
Man, hey, look, if y'all want to get him out of the, or y'all was gonna get him out of there, I think it'd have been talking the building, like talks in the
I
building
think
at
they,
least.
if I'm not mistaken, I think they talked to his agent at the combine.
It might be up.
So he gonna be a June 1st cut. So
I don't know, man.
Cowboys got some holes to fill in
Nah, for
this
sure.
coming
I feel like
free
y'all need a
agency
running back.
and draft.
Y'all need a running back. Y'all need a left tackle. Y'all need a outside linebacker. Um, I feel like y'all can move Michael back. Micah back to linebacker, and y'all can get y'all for sure defensive end or another edge rusher that could stand up,
We
off
have
the
we
edge.
have edge rushes though. They just not. I just want
They
to
not
see what
who
Mike
they
Zimmer gonna do because we got a Sam
man, Mike
Williams over there. I don't know if Dante Fowler is gonna be back, but we
Mike the
have
truth.
some. The edge is not the problem. We have players coming off the edge. It's just the fact that we need a linebacker who can stop the
Y'all
run. We
got the
need a we need a
linebacker,
we need a
man.
big
Micah.
defensive tackle.
Micah is a guy. I feel like
Michael is the
Micah
guy, but at this point,
is the
Michael has
guy.
discovered and Cowboys has discovered that he can be more of a chess piece than a every down linebacker. So
That's what you want your Mike to be, right? You want your Mike to be Ray Lewis isk. And I,
right.
I ain't saying Micah is Ray Lewis by any means. I don't want nobody. Oh, he talking about Micah as Ray Lewis is two different players. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
Hmm.
saying in terms of like understanding ball, Micah deserves more credit than just being like in a 3-point stance or a 4-point stance trying to sprint off the edge every play. That's like that's like driving a Lamborghini in a rural town. It's gonna be cool to look at, but you get more attention when you put it in LA, when you put it in Atlanta. And what I mean by that is Michael would get more of that glamour style play that we all love to see. That flash of greatness, like
Yeah, off the edge versus them playing the linebacker.
man.
Most people want to go get the quarterback versus going to get the running back.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's
I
just a
feel
less
like
flashy position.
I feel like Mike Zimmerman can definitely help him though. Like
Zimmer. Why people be calling that
Zimmer,
man Zimmerman? Mike
uh,
Zimmer.
well, I've been saying Zimmer, but I don't know why I said Zimmerman just now. I will say that. But look, I will say this: like he's a great schemer, right?
Hmm.
Fantastic schemer. I feel like he plays with the linebackers and the strong safety a lot. Like that's where his strengths are.
Hmm.
We got to understand that he also had Patrick Peterson. Y'all got Trayvon Diggs. Y'all got Stephon Gilmore. So if y'all bring him back, y'all are definitely gonna be seeing him, or we're gonna be seeing him in his normal style of a defense, right? Hybrid linebacker, top notch corner, solid safety. And I think y'all got all that. You know what I mean? So I just don't see Micah being in a 4-point stance this year. That's all I'm saying. I see him standing up more, and we may see Micah at the mic. He might be the middle linebacker this year because
We
he has
might.
the intelligence to play that. He
Well,
needs to be there. That would solidify him and a lot of people eyes. Everybody feel like he's just a pass rusher, and he's not. People
yeah,
forgot about the Nittany Lions that he played for. Dude, he was getting down.
that's facts. All right, so we're gonna keep this thing moving. Let's go on to the next topic. So we have a lot of free agents
Mhm.
hitting the market this off season. A few on here that the Cowboys can use, of course, a running back. But we got Kirk Cousins hitting the off big market. You have Chris
Mhm.
Jones, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Marquez Val. was it Valdez, Scantling,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Hyde,
Marquez.
Chase Young,
Marquez.
and then of course added to the list today, Russell Wilson. So
Man, Russ, they, I don't know, man. I feel like they got Russ on a humiliation tour right
well,
now.
they
So I don't
already
know what he
he already
did.
knew he was gonna be gone when they told him at the end of the season that he wasn't gonna play no more. He already knew he was gone.
Hey,
That really shouldn't be a surprise. He already knew he was gonna
yeah.
be out of there.
But he shouldn't have been given the ultimatum that he was given either. If y'all say I'm great, y'all treat me like a Hall of Fame quarterback. Y'all give me an office in the facility. Treat me like that. Don't start treating me different because Peyton here. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Don't do that. So basically, I feel like that's what happened, man. Like they was all in on Russell Wilson. He comes in, you give him what we would call a gristleback coach, and then Sean Payton come in. He a spitting coach.
Uh-oh.
Pete Carroll, he was a spitting coach, but I felt like Pete Carroll was a little different with his spitting. Like Pete
Mm-hmm.
Carroll gonna get you off camera. Sean Payton gonna spit on camera. He's a cipher. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He gonna do his thing. So I feel like that was kind of the thing with that. Like Sean Payton definitely have a way he want to go with the direction. I mean, with the team and like whatever direction he want to go in, and the Broncos are giving him leeway to do that. So I mean, what can we do? Russell about to find himself a new place to be playing. I think he's gonna be the best fit for Vegas, though. I can see that boy playing
Vegas?
over there. Man, I'm telling you, Russell Wilson.
I don't know. I think he. I don't
Hold
know.
on, hold on, sis. I'm getting excited talking about this, bro. Like, peep game. Russell Wilson,
Who they
Devontae
wait?
Adams.
Who's the quarterback up? Ain't Jimmy G the quarterback over there?
He gone.
When
Bro
they
say he
released
ain't
him?
finna. I'm not talking about going like that. He gone as by Tyron Smith is gone. He out of there.
Oh,
He played
he
his
just still on
last.
the
Yeah,
roster.
yeah. He out of there. Sis. He played his last snaps. Russell Wilson, Devontae Adams. You bring back Hunter Renfro. You bring back Josh Jacobs. Your defense is they young.
Defense is
Besides,
great.
like besides Morg, I think Morg might be done. Might be due for a contract pretty soon. I think this is
Got
like
a
his
new
third
coach
year.
in Antonio Pierce. He
Bring
might be
Russell
a good
Wilson.
fit over there. If Russ come in
He
with a good attitude and he don't go over there acting how he was acting in Denver, because they said he
is
was over there acting a fool. He got a
man.
50
He was
flow,
in
eating
Seattle. Hey,
hibachi.
yeah,
He was over there on 50 floor
yeah.
eating hibachi.
You know what
Like
I'm
Russ gotta
saying?
come in.
Hey, he said
Russ
he ain't
gotta come
stopping the
in. Huh?
he ain't stopping at no lights. He presidential with it.
Man, listen, that man
He
gotta
lead,
come in with a new attitude because at this point, sir, you on your third team.
you feel me? That boy lead the stadium like LaMelo Ball. We ain't
I'm,
stopping at the light. Yeah,
I'm telling you, your boys on the 54 eating hibachi in Denver.
yeah, you know that boy getting a haircut every day.
That boy
You know,
came in with his
got a barber in this
own
week.
medical staff, own trainers. Hey, you the
That
coach
boy,
or the quarterback?
that boy Kawhi Leonard, that boy, the owner, that
At
boy
this
got a
point,
part share in the
it's
team.
GM over there. He got to come in. Russ got to come in
Man.
with a new attitude.
Now I'm gonna be real, sis. We can't blame Russ. We can't blame Russ. We gotta blame Seattle's front office for that because they allowed that to happen, and they made him feel like that was the standard.
I mean, because that
However,
was his team, though. I mean, Russ had been. I mean, that's the team that drafted him, so of course he was comfortable where he was. But
yeah,
you can't think like, okay. Here's my thing.
but you can,
If I've been at a job for 10 years
yeah.
and I get hired at another company, I can't go to other company with all these, with my baggage over there acting like I own the place.
Sister,
I need a corner office.
I'm gonna be real with you.
I need my windows to be still on the floor.
Look, see, that's the
Like
problem.
you can't go from one job to the next and expecting all these. Now, if y'all talked about it before you got over there, that's one thing. But if you
And I'm
just come
gonna get
over
to
there acting like you own a place, that's a
hey,
whole that's another conversation. But like I
sister.
said, he got to come in with a new attitude as well. I can't even say I'm putting it all in the organization, but outside of football, I think Russell Wilson is an amazing guy, amazing father, provider, role model, all these things, right? God
God
fearing man,
fearing
all these
man.
things.
How do we do that
But
at the same
yeah,
time?
that's what I'm
God
saying.
fearing
He's
man.
all
God
these
fearing man.
amazing things, but when I listened to that interview when Shannon Sharp interviewed Marshawn Lynch, and he was saying how
Mhm.
Russ didn't even want him to have his phone number. And you talking about your running back, not even just any old running. We're talking about Marshawn Lynch. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you didn't even want him to
So,
have your own teammate to have your phone number. And like I said,
mhm,
there's been things around the league about, Russ being a certain type of player and how he moved with his teammates. So like I
mhm.
said, he just gotta come in as well. Whatever team he go to next, he gotta come in with a new mindset too, though. Like he gotta get his mind right. You gotta come in and be at this point, you going on your third team, so you gotta kind of come in being humble. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta break yourself down and come in with a different attitude. That's
That's
all I'm
real.
saying.
But look, I have to say this though. If I work at whatever company and I'm 50th floor eating hibachi,
Right.
right? Whenever I talk to said company, I'm letting them know, like, say, I'm 50th floor eating hibachi and I'm getting 120 over here.
Right.
And we not moving if the money don't move. I can just stay where I'm at because I'm comfortable.
Mhm.
I'm job searching for a new scenery. So
Right.
what are we doing? I need that. Even if I'm making 100, we making 120. And even if I'm on the fifth floor, we on the 50th floor. Like you gotta sell the product.
Right.
Everything that we buy ain't as advertised.
His name should be the selling product though. You Russell Wilson. I don't
But
know if I
Russ,
don't think he ever won an
sis,
MVP, but he is. I mean, he a
he
Super Bowl
tainted.
winner.
He tainted, sis.
Man,
He
the
tainted.
product, he is the product. But like I said, Russ just got
He
to come
tainted,
in with a
bro.
new mindset at this point. Like
He
you on your
tainted,
third
sis.
team, you got to kind of, you gotta have to be humble a little bit.
I feel like, and I love Russell Wilson. To be clear, I
That's what I'm saying.
feel
I
like
like Russ too though, but I'm just saying in the aspect of as a football player, you got to
you
kind of
can't.
come in with a new type of attitude.
It's too late, sis. It's too late to tell him that he need to be less of a player and like a player to the organization at least now. He did
But
this
it
at
wasn't even
Seattle,
his play though. It wasn't even his. It's not really his play on the field. It's just the other things. Like
but that's what I'm saying though. Like if he did it at Seattle, and then I speak with essentially the new company that I'm going to be working for. This is how we operate things, and this is how I play my best football. I need X, Y, and Z. And guess what a team is gonna do because they want you to play your best football. They're gonna give you X, Y, and Z. The problem is Sean Payton didn't agree with that.
and then again, it's like
Agree.
what precedents are you setting for everybody else on your team? Now, granted, I get it. Like as a quarterback, you get more perks, but at the same time,
You think? Hold on, and I don't even want to cut you off, sister. And this is gonna be a great point. I did great point. And this is crazy because I feel like Isaiah Pacheco has done so much for Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick gets the credit at the end of the day. Do you realize that Isaiah Pacheco literally ran them to like victories in the
mhm.
playoffs in the last
Well,
like
this is
eight, nine
it's a
games?
quarterback's lead though, so you already
It
know that
is.
comes with the territory. Like
It
as a
is.
quarterback,
So
you're gonna get more. You have a little bit more wiggle room with things than everybody else on the team. But I feel like this: if you're gonna come in and be a teammate, it's like, hey, I'm not coming here looking for no special treatment. I'm in the trenches with my teammates. Whatever my teammates is doing, like I'm here with you. You gotta be. But I'm saying, as him going
okay.
into a new organization, this the mindset that he needs to have.
Uh,
Like, hey, I'm not looking for no special treatment. Like whatever y'all need me, he should have that mindset. Whatever y'all need me to do, type mindset. Now, he got to kind of play into that because you are
so
on your third team, and not the money. Now, don't get me wrong, the money good. He already got the bag. Now he could go
yeah,
in there being an
he, he
asshole.
got he
He can
got the
go in
ring
there.
too.
Yeah, he can go in there being an asshole. But when you do that, you kind of like you
You set
setting
the
precedent.
standard
Yeah, yeah, you setting the
for
standard with
everybody
your
else.
teammates. Like, oh man, I ain't really trying to mess. Russ a different type of dude, and you know how
Yeah.
they already kind of feel about him anyway. So it's just like I
Let
just
me put
want
it
him to
this
come
way.
in with a new mindset. That's all I'm
Let me
saying.
let me put it this way, sister, because I don't think you feeling what I'm saying. I didn't try to give you
I'm
three examples
I'm
and you're
picking up
going
what you're
over me,
putting
baby.
down.
You're going over me, baby.
I'm
So look,
picking up what you're putting down.
let me put it like this. I date somebody, right?
Hmm.
and this person gives me everything that I ever wanted in a relationship, but it just didn't work out.
Right.
Shit just wasn't working. She going her way, I'm going mine, and you gotta understand what you said before. Business is business, and I gotta
Mhm.
make a business decision for me, or vice versa. So hear me out. I'm not going backwards in terms of a relationship. So if Shorty gave me X, Y, and Z, I expect X, Y, and
So
Z as a bare
so you
minimum.
saying the standard should be higher at the
Come
next
on,
on
man.
the
I
next
look,
job.
you don't just go somewhere because y'all want me. You want me. With old
Do
boy
they
from
though, or
Green
do
Bay.
you need a job?
Look, what old boy from Green Bay said about Shorty some bows. I'm the prize. And I get what he's saying. He talking crazy. He understand that girl's the prize, but in the real world, that's how he feel. Like I'm the prize. So that's what Russell Wilson said. I'm the
Mhm.
prize. Y'all want me? This is a bare minimum. You got to give me this for me to even consider. I ain't going on the date unless you tell me this is what it is. Okay? Oh, you going y'all dropping out food for me? My y'all say y'all gonna give me a little cut on my manager? A tax return? Or what? We could all right. Yeah. Let me go ahead and push it over here with Seattle right quick. I'm out of there.
And that
I ain't
sound
doing no
good. In a
interviews.
relationship that sound good, but in
But that
reality,
but that's real. Why did he go to Denver? Of all teams, Denver gave him that bag, Denver gave him that office, and Denver gave him
cause you gonna
control.
go anywhere that's gonna give you a bag. Look at Deshaun Watson. They gave that man 200 million guaranteed. He don't care if the Kansas City Chiefs would have offered him a position. I'm going where the money at. You giving me how much?
Yeah,
All right, y'all. I'm holla at y'all. I can't. I gotta go. I
yeah,
gotta follow the bag. So, like I
yeah.
said, at this point, like he gotta come in. He gotta come in with a different attitude.
I think Russ is good though. I think if he goes with some like Antonio Pierce seemed like he's solid. He seemed like he a spitting coach, but I feel like he would also let a veteran be a veteran. He ain't gonna get in the way of greatness. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Sean Payton was on the ego trip. Like you are who you are because of me. That's what Sean Payton felt like.
Mm-hmm.
When that's not the truth. Like Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson, regardless of who coaching him. The
Right.
same things he did with Pete Carroll, he did it with Denver. And like, okay, cool. You want to talk about his play? Go look at his stats. Don't argue with me. Argue with the facts. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like his numbers was astronomical last year, almost similar or better than Patrick Mahomes' stats, and he won the Super Bowl with the same amount of like pieces. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it go, man. Like it's gonna be politics everywhere. I just feel like Russell Wilson is great, and I feel like Russell Wilson got about 4 or 5 more years, right? And I definitely feel like whatever team he goes to and it don't work, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
That Russell Wilson treat teams like marriages, so he gonna be out of there. Like we can't keep doing this. Rekindling the flame. I meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? He's not that type of a guy. His next stop is his last stop. So
Yeah, and that's my point of saying like he got to come in with a different attitude. But
yeah,
but
for sure.
out of all those players that I named on that list, who would you
Mhm.
like on your team?
Man, we need
Free agent.
two people. We need Saquon Barkley and I'd say Derek, or I would not even Derrick Henry or Saquon. That's it. I don't really feel like it. Of course, there's other attractive free agents out there, but I feel like the Texans are more so in that drafting phase now. We trying to recoup on our draft picks and things like that, and play that game. Keep a little bad. But from my understanding, we have essentially a big bag that we can go out and pay people with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that's wild. Like I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I'm super excited to see what we gonna do. But as a Texans fan, I do have to say I've never really been like satisfied or content with our signings. Like last year was probably the first time that we really had a good haul with signing players. But Nick Casario he's his own man. He came from New England, so they know how to find talent. But at the same time, I'm so used to having Bill O'Brien sabotaging the team. You know what I mean? I'm going through something, boy. PTSD over here when it comes to free agency.
Did you see did the thing go? Did the screen go away?
No,
Or
I
could
can see you.
you still see me on screen?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Oh, okay. I was trying to because my phone's about to die. I was trying to pull up some notes. But out of that free agency list, pretty much we need a running back. So I would love to have either Derrick Henry or Saquon, but of course both of those players have been linked to you guys. Saquon been linked to the Texans, and then of course Derrick Henry been linked to the Ravens. So at this
Mm-hmm.
point, Cowboys are probably just gonna get their running back in free agency. What? What's funny?
That girl does sound like she was down, man. The two best running backs ain't even coming to Dallas.
Man, listen. At this point, boys don't
Saquon,
even
they
want to
kind of
come. They don't even
chose.
want to come play in Dallas no more. We ain't even. I say this about Dallas, and people probably gonna be on my neck about it, but I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I feel like Dallas have become a place where if you want to build a personal brand, come to Dallas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's there.
you can
It's
build
more
a
of a
brand.
business than a
Yeah,
football team.
you can come build a brand. But I
Yeah.
feel like Cowboys is just not an organization that would just be fun to play for. And I love my team, but the way they treat their players, the culture over there, like I don't see Dallas just being a fun place that I probably would want to go play for. Honestly, if we
Yeah.
being honest,
That's
so
real. I mean, in terms of like, do you want to enjoy your career
right.
or do you want to like get that money?
That's what I
You
said.
got a
Cowboys is
choice.
the perfect. It's the perfect destination. Like if you want to go somewhere where you can have like a personal brand,
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys is that place because it's the perfect
Man,
place where you can go somewhere and you can build a brand.
I know this might sound crazy.
What?
Cowboys has the same media attention that you would have in Florida, the same media attention you would have in California, the same media attention that you would get in New York.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So even if you are like a no name player, you're gonna be a somebody when
Yeah, you're
Dallas
gonna be
fans met
somebody
you.
when you come to Dallas. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
They'll
said,
play.
Dallas is a place. It's the perfect landing spot if you want to build a brand. Your owners has built the brand, so you can learn from the best on how to build a brand and build
Mm-hmm.
yourself up. Like I said, Dallas is the perfect place if you want to go somewhere and build a brand. Dallas is a perfect place for you to go and build that brand for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Nah, I'm good. I like playing football.
yeah, at
I
this
like
point,
playing football. But
all
Dallas
right,
isn't a bad place to play though. That
huh?
is live. Dallas will be a
Yeah, it's not
live
a
place
bad
to
it's
play.
not a bad place to play, but I'm just saying it is, you
It's
know,
not as fun as it looked though.
exactly.
Yeah, it's
Culture
not as fun as
wise,
it looked.
we ain't got the best culture, and it just don't look like it's a we be coming out to Dolly Parton. We ain't coming out to nothing lit. We coming out to country music.
What's wrong with it? You in the middle of
Man,
Texas? What
listen,
you
I'm
talking
not.
about? But
No.
I'm from Texas.
That's why them
Big,
boys
big,
gonna be. That's why they don't
big
be
H.
prepared for the playoffs. They coming out the Dolly. I mean, how I'm getting hype coming out the Dolly Parton.
Man, we got to be in Tennessee. We need to go to
Man,
Dollywood.
at this point, can't get me lit coming out the Dolly.
Yo,
Man, put some future on the hill. Something. Play
yo,
some
shout
future.
out to Dollywood. Shout out to Dollywood. Dollywood, cool.
I ain't got no problem with Dolly Parton. Just we ain't trying to get canceled. We just started. But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, hey,
Dollywood hard though. Dollywood is a whole. It's a whole amusement park. The whole thing
but
like
imagine
woody.
being in the locker room and they turn off the Dolly Parton to get you lit. You were like,
Man,
man,
look, man, y'all
I'm gonna get
better
up
out
out of here.
turning on.
Y'all ready to get to the tunnel? Cause I don't know what
Yeah,
they doing.
I mean, man, y'all turn on Mariah Carey, man.
At this
Some
point, something else, cause Dolly
Fantasia.
ain't getting it.
Give me some Jennifer Hudson.
Give me give me something other than Dolly Parton playing.
I might run through a wall. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Spotlight.
Dolly Parton is not getting nobody to run through no wall. Absolutely not.
Nah, not Dolly, man. Dolly out of there. We love Dolly though. Shout out to Dolly. She OG. She a legend. She just can't boy. Oh, I'm about to get Roddy because I know that's who put it on the side on the playlist. Roddy, I know you did this.
Man, I'm telling
He
you.
Roddy want to pop out on the phone and listen to Dolly Parton.
They gonna
Okay,
pop out to some Dolly Parton, man. Play
okay,
something else.
DP.
I get mad.
Man, we love
But
Dolly though. Dolly
anyways,
one of
man,
them ones.
let's move to some basketball news. So of course, Yo King,
Come on now.
Yo King,
Come on now.
LeBron James,
You hear me? LeBron
LeBron
James.
James.
LeBron
Nah,
James.
LeBron James,
The boy
he
cold,
set the
man.
record at 40,000 points against the Denver Nuggets. Now LeBron holds a record in history with the most points scored.
And it ain't gonna get touched.
Is not.
It's over
Ain't
with.
nobody
And
else.
like,
Ain't nobody scoring
man.
40K. The only player that might be able to do it is Steph, but because he
Yeah,
shoot
because
a
he
lot of
shoot
threes.
threes.
Yeah, because he shoot a lot of threes. But outside of that, I
Man.
don't see nobody else
I
breaking that.
don't I'm gonna be honest with you, sister. Steph Curry has won enough championships, enough MVPs to say if I want to stop playing next year, his career solidified. He don't have to play till he's 38 to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shooting shots either, by the way. I love, like I said, LeBron. I think what he's doing is great for the game. Is giving ratings. It's allowing the young kids to watch a great. Like I watched a great. Like I got to watch Michael Jordan with the Wizards.
Right.
Now I'm getting to watch Kobe with the Lakers. Not Kobe, LeBron with the Lakers, like trying to like give us the new Kobe feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Like I say it all the time, man. I love our legends. So if LeBron want to play till he's 43, he want to go on his Tom Brady grand, his Tom Brady grand, he can do that. He's still putting up 20 points a game. So
Mm-hmm.
at 40, I know he ain't 40,
LeBron's
38.
like we talked about this last episode. Like we gave Brown his like Brown is a
I
dog.
give him to him again. I got more flowers. I
Run a
got
dog though. 40
cultivate.
40,000 points ain't nothing to dismiss. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody scoring 40,000 points.
This people don't score 40,000 points in their career from DYSA up to the pros.
That's what I'm saying. So I
You
mean,
feel me?
of course, I mean that's a nice little
That's a
place
nice
in history
accolade.
to have 40K.
It'll never get touched. Never. Like no
That's what I'm
player.
saying. He can retire now. You done did everything you came to do.
I'm gonna be real
You
with
got
you.
MVPs, championships. You got both the records. You
I'm gonna
broke the
be real
first
with you.
one, and then you set the second one.
In all honesty, the only person that can really break it is Wemby. Because of his size. Like Wemby can score at will. Threes, twos,
Man,
fouls.
Wimby is Stretch Armstrong right here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all playing. Look, Wemby, they always talking about how Will Chamberlain never scored that 100 points. They like, how do we have, the Red Barons like flying they airplanes, but we got Will Chamberlain scoring that 100
Man,
points.
did you see that?
Dog,
I don't know what
it's
game that was. You
crazy.
see how that man just stretched his arm? I'm like, that's crazy.
Dog, he was a mythological creature.
That boy
Will
is
Chamberlain was one of
Space
them.
Jam player.
Will Chamberlain was good, bro. He was really a monster for real. Like
Man, I'm telling
I
you.
don't care what nobody say. Will Chamberlain is like, yeah, he's one of them ones. I love Bill Russell too,
Mm-hmm.
but like the idea, like you said, like how he just jumped in there and he stretched his arm out, bro. Like
Something
homie
reminds me
was
of Space Jam.
he was actually fast. He could do like he was an athlete. He can do track stuff.
Wimby just got to put on a little bit. When Wimby coming to
Man,
his man weight, Wimby gonna be a problem. I mean, he good right now, but I feel like if he just put on, you know how like when Giannis first came into the league, he was kind of slim like
yeah,
that, but
that
that boy
boy
didn't
stand
turn
by it.
into a Greek god.
Yeah, that boy was he was a ringworm when
That
he
boy
came.
cut up.
He
That
little
boy cut up
skinny.
now though. That's what I'm
He was
saying.
he was dunking. He was still dunking. He was still strong. He just put the weight on.
He came into
Hey,
that man body. So just imagine when Wimby come into that man body. like
sis.
how Giannis did.
I'm gonna tell you this. Like, I'm afraid to see what he'll be like if he put weight on. But the thing is, with Wimby, I think that the weight's gonna cause lower body injuries because he's never packed that much weight in his life, right?
We're not saying
But
I ain't saying put on a lot of, but at least get a little,
yeah, he gonna have to bulk up a little bit. But I will say this though: if Wimby learns post games, he get like post game like Elijah one,
Mm,
he can still give you that outside presence. And like I'm talking about really be aggressive, like Jokic when he get around the cup.
mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. He gonna be a force to reckon with. Like he
We
already
might be
put it
looking at the
down.
greatest player play basketball and we just don't know it.
I'm
We
telling
talking
you,
about LeBron. Like Wemby has the potential. Everything that LeBron is doing, Wemby can rewrite it and it would never, ever, 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 ever be touched. Dude is 7'5". He controls the ball like a guard. He shoots like a guard. He can defend on the perimeter and he can defend at the cup.
this man is getting at least 5 blocks and 4 steals a game.
That's created stats. The homie is playing my career on rookie mode.
Crazy, crazy stat line.
If he wants to, he can literally get 20 points and 20 rebounds every night. Cause who's gonna get a rebound? He literally get dibs on a rebound because how tall he is.
Yeah,
He don't have to jump,
Wimby in his bag.
man.
And
They
people
be telling.
saying, and
I
people
swear they
probably being
telling him
like
not to
five
go,
blocks.
bro.
That's not a lot. Can you block somebody 5 times in the NBA?
No, you can't even get that amount of near blocks in the NBA. You got to understand these dudes are the greatest at what they do. They know right when to release. They know a good release point.
Mm-hmm.
Homie blocking. He's blocking veterans. He ain't playing Chet Holgrams and things like that every week.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he playing
He playing the
solid
best of the best.
competition
Yeah.
and blocking them,
Too
doing
bad
them
we ain't
bad.
never seen them boys in the playoffs though, because they ain't making the
Yeah,
playoffs or the
they
play-in.
ain't. So I'm gonna be real with you. They might not be in the playoffs until like 2020. We 2024. They might not see the playoffs until 2026, 2027. They need help.
But
They got
I think
a
we talked
solid
about this
starting
before
five.
though, man. Don't nobody want to go play in San Antonio is just one of those boring organizations. Like, don't
You
nobody want to
gotta
go play in San Antonio.
you gotta be an old head. You want to go to San Antonio?
They need to go on and send Patty Mills back. I see they released him. Man, go back to San Antonio. They need your help.
Oh man, nah, they like old heads in San Antonio eating
I'm telling
churros.
you,
You know what I
they
mean?
just
Tex
they just
Mex,
they just a
man.
fundamental type boring
Yeah,
organization.
yeah, man. It's a lot of places in the world that I would rather be in than be in San Antonio.
Yeah, you if man send me to Detroit. Send me to
Man,
India. Send me to Indy. Send
nah,
me
you
everywhere
crazy.
but to
You
San
crazy for
Antonio.
Indiana. I know you heard about how these players are talking about Indiana. They don't even like it there. It was a waste. It was a waste of All-Star game to have it in Indiana, bro.
So you would you rather go play in San Antonio or Indiana?
I'm from Tejas. I'm going to San Antonio because I can go get jiggy. I'm going right there to the city. I'm gonna go pull up on the folks in the country.
You and
Get
you
eating barbecue. I ain't eating beignets and got doggone what they call them churros and man, I'm going right to the country. And it ain't gonna take me but number 3 4 hours. The days that I got off, I can go see my people.
it's
But I'm
boring though.
not
They
from
they
there.
don't. I mean, they're not gonna attract. They gonna have
Nah,
to build
they
their
ain't gonna
team
get
through the
no.
traffic. It's not. They not attracting
Nah, they ain't gonna do nothing.
no
Nah, they
superstar
ain't
all
not
star
not no
talent
real
to go play
talent.
down there.
Not no real talent. Who they I
And
mean Wimby
Kawhi,
is probably
and Kawhi is kind of one of them boring type players, but he even wanted to get from over there. Like,
but I felt that's because they wasn't handling
and when
business
I
though.
say boring, I'm not talking about his game. I'm just talking about personality wise. Like
Yeah,
he
like
just got
he
a. I can't.
dry.
Okay, like, yeah, I ain't gonna say boring. He dry. He just got like a
He
dry
dry, bro.
personality.
Yeah.
Right.
He like I know for a fact Kawhi the type of motherfucker, like you be like, hey Kawhi, you good today, bro? He'd just be like, yeah. YEA. Like that's
Like
it, bro?
he just dry. So
Yeah, he just yeah.
even he didn't even want to be over there no more. So man, nobody trying
Yeah.
to. So they're gonna have to build their team through the draft. Like you said, it's gonna take them a while to even
Mm-hmm.
get to a play
Even
in.
to contend, it's gonna be another 2 or 3 years. But like on the bright side, for all my Austin relatives, all my Austin locals. My San Antonio locals, go get your tickets while they cheap. Go watch Wemby. He's gonna be one of the greatest things we ever seen. I'm telling y'all.
Man,
I'm
I
putting
went
my
to go
bottom dollar
when I
on
went
it.
to New Orleans. The only reason I went to the New Orleans game is to go see Wimby because they was playing San Antonio and he didn't even play, and I was
Man,
low key kind of mad about that.
you know how good of a game that'll be in between him and Jonas,
I
and
wanted to
then
see it. I
him and
wanted to see it. He
Zion.
didn't even he didn't even play. I was like,
Man,
my whole point of even coming to this game is because I wanted to see him play, but he ain't even
yeah,
sitting on the bench.
injury. What they call it, load management.
Low management, you know how they do.
Garbage. That dude don't even have an injury this year.
Yeah,
He a rookie. He need to play all 82 games if he can play.
this
He need to
point.
get all the experience. I don't
But
need you
anyways,
sitting out no
man,
night.
let's finish these last couple of topics.
Yeah, what we got?
Speaking of records, we
Mm-hmm.
also had Caitlin Clark. She broke the record for most points scored in NCAA history at 3,667 points.
667. Ooh wee.
The
The
record,
last person, man, look, the last person that
men or
held that
women, she
record,
set the record. Broke the
Pistol
record
P
because people set the
Maravich.
record. She broke the record.
She broke it. Pistol
Yeah.
P had it at 3,667.
Mm-hmm. She
Pistol
broke
P was cold. Sister, Pistol P was cold.
it.
I wasn't alive to like see him play. I had to go back and look at them highlights. You think we in love with Steph Curry? Pistol P had that quick draw too. He from the hip with it.
Man.
Deep threes. He gonna take you to the lane. He gonna play a little defense. You know what I'm saying? Pistol's one of them ones, man.
But
Like
you know,
she's
now
in
that I
that she's in
think
that
about it,
realm though.
yeah, now
She's
that
in
I
that
think about it,
realm.
you know how many points you got to be scoring a night
To
to
get
break
three
their
thousand,
3,000 points in college, and she a senior, so that means she played for
I
this is
think
her fourth
so.
year, so
Yeah.
that's still a lot of points you
Sister.
scoring.
Kevin Durant didn't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's still a
Trey
lot of
Young didn't do
points.
that.
Nobody in the history of men or women have ever broke the record, and she did it. Like that's man,
Steph
that's an
Curry didn't do
accolade.
that. And you know, we all love him. Blake Griffin didn't do that. You know
Nobody,
what I'm saying?
nobody in
Nobody
college,
did it.
nobody in college did it but her,
And
men
sis, I'm
or
gonna be
women.
real. She's still hooping. She still got a whole tournament to go through. I don't know if that's just like a regular season or
It might be,
total.
is it a regular season stat? It might just be a regular
Man,
season stat.
I don't know. It has to be total. I can check the details on that whenever we get a little
Nah, it probably
time.
well,
It
it
has to be
probably is.
total because
Maybe
that's
it's
career
total.
points.
Yeah.
That's career points. She still have a whole tournament to go through with she from the drop 60, you know what I'm saying, 40, 50 points and maybe have a 60-point game. So that number is going to be close to like 3,800.
Speaking of
You know.
speaking of speaking of tournament,
Mm-hmm.
you think they gonna make it to the final four? Or you don't think they got enough?
Mm,
Cause they ain't got now, mind you, they don't have the
I,
same team they had
nah,
last year.
they
They
don't.
don't
They
have
don't
that.
have that team.
They
You
don't have
told
the
me
same
about that, and
team.
I
They
went and
just
did
really
my
got her out
research.
there.
Mm, do I think they could? I think they can get final. They can get. They can get final eight. They can. They can get. They can get in the. I want to put them in that Sweet 16,
I don't think they
but
get
that's
past the Sweet 16.
they gonna be with the final eight.
I don't know.
Watch,
I don't think they going past Sweet 16.
sis.
Cause it's
It's
gonna be
Caitlin
all on
Clark.
her though. It's gonna be
It's
all on
Caitlin.
her. And the one thing that I love about March Madness is it's win to go home. Anything can happen.
Sis. It's Caitlin Clark. Not who we think she is. She's showing us that she is. Caitlin Clark is giving us Kobe-esque performances. When the game is out of reach, she's taking all the shots.
So who
It's
got? So
gonna
let
be
me ask you this: Who got? Well, they probably haven't released it yet, but we probably won't know until next season.
what's that?
Cause WNBA finna get ready to start when they
Mm-hmm.
seasons kick off.
I want to say like in. I want to say like in May. Hey, let me see. I want to
I
make
just want
sure.
I just want to know because she coming out. She coming out this year, but so we still wouldn't know. It's a while to know. I was just thinking about who would have that number one pick because they know they
Yeah,
getting her.
it starts in May 14th, and then the draft is December 10th.
Yeah, we wouldn't know until the end of the year.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Like in the NFL, they literally have a draft, and whoever plays college that year, they literally be playing in the league the next year. But
Yeah,
I
no, that's what
mean,
I'm saying. That's why I
it's
said
the
we wouldn't
WNBA.
know. We wouldn't know until really the next year, the end of the year. But I think that's
Yeah,
gonna be a good matchup when she gets to college and she got to go against Sabrina because they both can
yeah,
shoot that three ball.
man, man. Like, it, I don't even know. She's gonna land on a team where she's gonna have help. That's just how the WNBA is. Like, I feel like every team is good. Every team got superstars, right? Because the league isn't big enough. So there's multiple like solid pieces on every team. She's gonna land with like Jewel Lloyd in that center from Seattle,
Mm.
and it's gonna be crazy over there because I think they lost the most games last year. I could be wrong. She can fall with the Minnesota Lynx with um Nafisa. She can land
It just
with
depends who get that pick. I think it's
man.
gonna be competitive. Like you'll have her, and then you got Skylar Diggins coming back too. So WNBA is gonna
Yeah,
probably be lit. It's gonna
Skylar
be lit next year.
Skylar Diggins. She should be playing with the Minnesota Lynx, ain't she? Or is she
Uh,
over with
I forgot
Diana
who they
Taurasi
said they
still?
look it up. I forgot who they said was bringing her back. She not
Let me
going back
see.
to what Diana Taurasi is. She going to a different team. I just can't remember who they said.
I think it gotta be the Minnesota Lynx. I feel like that's what she going. That's the organization she with. Oh, she with the Seattle Storm. Even better.
Okay,
See,
I'm
I
about to
was
say I
just
knew it was one. I can't. I don't remember what. I can't remember what team it was, but
yeah, man. Look, let me tell you something. The Seattle Storm is so live. They got Jewel Lloyd. They got Kia Nurse. They got Sammy Wickham. Um, Gabby Williams, like, and these are all solid names, right? And they got this the center that I was telling you about. I think her name is like Ezzy
mm-hmm.
or something like that. And then they also got another center named Dulcie.
Right.
Boy snatchers, certified, good defenders. If she's gonna be with Seattle Storm. So like let's just say our girl fall over there, Caitlin Clark. They actually might be better than Vegas in terms of players, but like the coaching, that's where they'll lose the game if they lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like them. I like Seattle. I like the Seattle Storm though. They live. Minnesota Lynx live too.
I
The
don't really
Connecticut
follow
Sun
them a
is live
lot.
too.
Um,
Man, sis, I
I
love
got to
the
get in my
W.
bag and watching them.
I
But
love
I'm
the
looking for
W.
though.
I love the W. The W is so cool. The W player.
You just
They
don't
be
know when
hooping.
they be on, man. That they whoever do they marketing is they not doing a good job. You don't even know when the
Nah,
season start.
you got to be a fan. You
That's
got
what I'm
to be a
saying.
fan
A
to know
fan
that
or
it's
assembly
even going
member.
on. Yeah, that's it. That's the only way you would know because I don't think you would have even cared last year to even watch any of them games. I'm like, yo, sis, Leah Boston, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. You checking in a little bit. Okay, Leah is kind of good. Oh, Angel Wilson live, fool. I know it. I
Asia
know
gonna
it.
do her thing regardless.
Man,
They
Asia
back to
Cole,
back. They
Chelsea
back to back
Cole.
over there. If they let them girls do a three-peat, then I just know something.
Man, if they do a three-pit, I think you're gonna have to go ahead and crown the Vegas Aces one of the livest teams.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to think about marketing. Like we always said, this is a business. in terms of marketing, that will look so good for the WNBA, but at the same time, it will look like it's not a lot of competition,
Right.
not people tapping in like, well, why
Because it's
ain't there
not,
more?
but it's not though. It's not a lot of
Yeah,
competition. Like they need to expand it. They need more teams and they need more roster spots. So
that's
you are
real.
gonna have one or two dominant teams because it's not really a lot of teams.
How many teams you think they should add?
I think Houston.
Respectfully,
I think Houston definitely. They need to. I say
I don't think they
I'm gonna
have
go on
a
the
team
limb
in
and say they
California.
need to at least add like at least 4 to 5 teams.
Yeah, they definitely got to have a team in California. I don't think they have a team in LA.
They got. They do.
No,
They
they
got the
do. They do. They
Sparks.
got the Sparks. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Houston need a team. That's a big market that needs a
Yeah,
team.
Houston can have a team. They have a team from Florida. I don't think they have a team from Florida.
Mm-mm. They don't
They
have a
need to bring a
Florida
team
team.
from Florida. They already got a New York team.
Louisiana don't
They
have a team.
they don't need one. Louisiana not a huge market, not for them. I don't think. Um, a liberal city would be a great team.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'll be a good look because you got your city that would support them and would
Mm.
give them more opportunities, and you don't have to necessarily worry about the marketing of said club because the community gonna do what they need to do to make sure that them women are keeping a job or having the best facilities. You know what I'm saying? Donating and all of that. But
But I
yeah,
think
man,
that's another thing why they probably haven't added teams because they probably looking at it like, if we do add a team here, we're bringing a team like they're gonna need their own facility, and I just don't know if
hmm
people are willing to invest that much money into it. So that's probably why
yeah,
they have not expanded. And they don't have the money, man. They really need to get the WNBA under the NBA to get
man,
more funding.
sis. I mean, technically, it is the National Basketball Association. Is just the women's brand of it. That's struggling
But I'm
because
saying
the
like as
NBA
far as like
thriving.
yeah, but I'm saying like as far as like funding.
Yeah, now the funding is definitely different. Yeah, they're not allocating the funds to the WNBA. I will say this. I think like obviously if you bring better teams, you got to promote them more. Like there should be like they should be playing right now like some form of a tournament every year. Like our girls form a good team and they go play overseas for like 4 5 months. And I feel like that would help the superstars in the league and it would get them some form of notoriety. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Play like a little season or play in the tournament or something like that. And then come back and then like they kind of get the season started. And you have your Joel Lloyds, your Aja Wilsons, and all of these top notch players. And then whenever they go back to their respective teams and whoever you gravitated toward, then you're watching that team specifically. You know, I feel like they just don't do enough in terms of that. But like honestly, a lot of those teams, me personally, if I really cared, if I had the money, I would definitely invest in the W because I feel like it's going to be a thing. Maybe not right now, but like within for sure the next 10 years because
Well,
we're
that's why a
seeing
lot of people
more.
aren't investing because they don't feel like it's a good investment. But I feel like in certain
Yeah.
cities it could be, but I think it like I said, it just all goes back to like how you market, how you market the team, how you market the league in general. Like I said, a lot of people don't even know when they have their All-Star weekend. A lot of people
hmm
don't know even when the season starts. So I think they just need to do a better job of how they marketing and how it's getting some type of like traction, like getting eyes on them. So
hmm
I don't know who in charge over there, but they got to step they marketing game up because you need to get more. That's how you get the funding. That's how you get people to be engaged and to watch it because ratings help bring you money too. So
hmm
if you get more people watching it, you can have more funds to give to the players. So
Yeah,
they
that's
gotta do
true.
something. They gotta do something like all that stuff, all that ratings and all that stuff. All that stuff is money at the same time. So I don't know who in charge over there, but they gotta do
Figure it
something
out.
different.
I
Hmm.
gotta do something. I
They
gotta
gotta
do
do
something.
something.
The
But
kids, you know,
that was pretty
kids
much
in
our last
school,
topic that I had. Unless you want to talk
tip in
about something
jail.
else.
I gotta do something.
You got something else you might
Nah.
you might want to talk about before we get out of here? That was the last thing
Um,
I had.
I don't. I don't have much more of a drink, but I did want to do a shot o'clock for our great uncle, um, who just recently passed. So if we all know him, we'll go ahead and do a little quick shot o'clock for him. Um, Incredible guy, I love dude. Uncle Poopy
Absolutely.
was one of them ones. I don't care what nobody talking about.
That's
He
definitely
was one of
my
them
dog for
ones.
real.
Uncle's goaded. Uncle's
Speaking of,
goaded,
wait, you know
man.
what? Speaking of I have something I do want to say. Speaking of man, y'all gonna get off of Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
gonna
don't
tell
do it
y'all
like
boys
that.
right now, y'all gonna get
They
off of
clowning,
Shannon.
man. They clowning up right now.
Man, they pushing that agenda. I don't like that.
But you know what it's about when when you're not supposed to be in a certain space, they try to make you look crazy, or they try to put you in a certain jacket, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
And this jacket normally makes a lot of men crash out over it. I think he's handling it well. Um,
I just think people are
Ignorance.
just jealous, man. That man, and I look at it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shannon Sharp was on skipping Shannon for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody have ever came out and said anything negative, like, oh, he gay, he this. Like, nobody ever said
Nothing.
anything about it. But the one time this man started getting Club Shay Shay rolling, he get Nightcap rolling, all of a sudden, they come out with all these gay allegations about him. Oh, he gay. Oh, he talking to like at the end of the day, if that man if that is who he is, and let him be that. Like, I don't understand
Who
why
cares?
people be so invested about what other people are doing.
Who
If people
cares?
can take that same time and energy and invest it into your goals and aspirations, you know how many
You'll be
millionaires
great,
and billionaires we'll have out here?
man. People would be great. But sis, that's the thing. Like we live, and I don't even want to get too deep into this. We just live in a time where me being a energy harvester or a former, right? I
Mm,
can put anything out there about anybody, and that'll incite like destruction in somebody's mind for them to crash out and type whatever they want to type on the internet, or trigger words that would say, "I always knew he was like that." Like,
mm.
why didn't you say nothing then?
Nobody
Like, why
never.
would
That's what I'm saying. The man was on.
nobody
Man,
cared?
that man been on TV for 10 years. Nobody never came out and said it. But the one time that Cat Williams interview go viral, all of a sudden, oh, he's zesty. He wearing
Yeah,
a
that's
bag. He walking like this. They really made a big deal about this
man,
man getting out of a vehicle. I'm just like,
man.
y'all
Got
be
two hip
looking too much
replacements.
into stuff, huh?
He got two hip replacements.
Yeah, like this man is broke up. Like this man been played
Man, he didn't.
football for over 10 years.
Man, that's the product. So
Like,
be
come
appreciative
on.
of what we got. And look, this is the same reason when he said, "I don't ever give nothing back to the people that I came up around," because this is how they'll do you.
Yeah,
They'll
they man,
fight
it's
you,
hate, man.
man.
When you start getting success, man, people be hating on you. People be jealous. Like,
But
they
they gonna
really
watch
just
you though,
hating.
sis.
They hating on the fact that this man is having some success. He all over the internet. He getting the views. Like, come on, man.
But they gonna watch you though, sis.
Oh, they gonna do that because people want to see what you got going on. They gonna do that. This man been carrying crossbody bags, and he just
For
that type of
years,
he just that. First of all, y'all favorites are out here walking around with purses. Why y'all worry
yeah.
about what Shannon Sharp doing?
You feel me? Hey, look, sis. I say this all the time, right? Somebody will watch you for 8 months, right? For 8 months. They'll watch you for 8 months. And the second that somebody that they look up to or that they admire solidify you or stamp you, then they'll go ahead and follow you when you could have just been fucking with me from the beginning.
From the beginning. From the
Why
beginning
does
of
it
that's
take
how
some
but that's
why
how
does
it
it take
is though.
somebody else? We live in a time where everybody following each other. So if the high commodity not stamping you and telling you that so and so is a solid person, you gotta hey, what Sean Payton say, you can't be out here kissing babies. Sometimes you gotta kiss babies to make sure that everybody understand who you are and what you really got
This
going. Because
world
if you don't,
this world is about trends, and people want to follow
man,
what trend is hot. This if they talking about this
man,
person, well, let me hop on the hate
yeah,
train
let
too.
me add my input.
Yeah,
And
like,
look,
come on, man. I don't
and
like I
I'm
said.
a
I don't like the narrative that they trying to push on him. If he is what he is, then let him be who. Let him. Imagine somebody telling your story and you can't even tell your own story.
Yeah,
Think
that's
about
like the
that for a
bad.
second.
That's like the bad news being you home, but you never had the chance in the
Imagine
first
somebody.
place.
Imagine somebody writing a book or doing a movie on your life, and they never came to you and consulted and
Yeah,
asked you any details, but they put out a movie about you without even asking you if this is true or false. It's the
yeah. I
same
mean,
situation. Like, stop
it's
pushing
gut
stuff on
wrenching.
people that haven't came out and said, "Yeah, I am this or I ain't that." Like,
Yeah,
I
and I'm gonna
don't,
say this.
I don't rock
I'm
with
gonna
that.
say this. I'm gonna say this, sis, and like maybe we have such a strong opinion on this because we come from a very thorough piece of cloth in
Mm-hmm.
terms of like when it comes to speaking on another man or speaking on another woman or another adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
We come from a space and a set of parents where if I don't have nothing positive to say, I'm not gonna
I'm not
say
gonna say it
anything at
all.
all.
Period.
If I'm a hate, I'm a hate, I'm a hate here because what I'm saying in my mind doesn't like change the idea or the impact on somebody else, how they feel about whatever, what their perception is. I don't ever want my perception to like have somebody feeling that they can't talk to somebody or that they can't like somebody or they can't rock with somebody because I don't like them. You
Right.
know, if I don't have nothing positive to say, I'm not gonna say it. And there's two things, and this is the two reasons why. You got to stand on it, and you got to understand that that person is a person at the end of the day. And when you think that your comments not getting through, your comment could be the breaking point for somebody doing something to themselves. That
And I will say this though, most
you
people
feel
just
me?
be trying to say stuff or be hateful just to go viral, and that to me
Yeah,
that's
just to
weak.
be funny.
And then
Don't make
the
it
first
your
time,
joke.
the first time somebody get on your head, you be like, "Hey man, I'm sorry. I love you." Like,
Yeah,
come on, like
yeah. Don't do
they
that,
play with NBA players like that all the time. Like I seen
man.
somebody call Kevin Durant the B word. There, you know
Man,
what I'm saying? A couple of weeks ago, then he checked
it,
him on it, and then they was trying to
yeah.
like, come on,
It's trying to shake my hand like nah.
man, get out my face before I
Because
slap
you got to understand, I'm not on the internet, but I'm on the internet.
you.
So
Right.
this is the type of person I am. I'm not the type of person that's going to get on the internet and get up under your comments and be like, "When I
At
see
the
you, I'm
end
gonna
of the
get
day,
you."
we all
I'm
human.
just going,
We all have trigger words. So it's only you
yeah,
can't say certain stuff to certain people and think they're not gonna have a reaction.
of course.
And
But
nine times out of 10, huh?
my reaction, and I'm sure your reaction is never the internet. I'm just gonna wait
Yeah,
till I see you in
absolutely not.
person
Absolutely
and
not.
cut the
Especially when you're
cameras
talking
off.
about me.
Cut the cameras off because I don't want this to be a moment of saying like, "Oh, he think he liked that because he
That's
checked
why,
him."
man, Russ like Westbrook and one of those people where
Man, I love Russell for what he
he gonna
do.
check everything.
Man, yeah,
You say
we
one
don't, we
thing to him,
don't,
he checking. He don't care what he at. What you
man,
said? Say it again. What, let me hear you repeat it.
yeah, because right now I'm not an athlete, I'm a
Man, y'all gotta
person.
stop. Y'all gotta stop playing with people out here.
Yeah, man, but you know that's what it is though. People be playing with people until it's time to stand on business, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody sit down. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
Yep.
So I always say that.
And with that, we up out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
I
We out
hope
of there.
y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. As
Yeah.
always, tell a friend to tell a friend to follow us. Um, again, like, subscribe, and share this content so we can get an algorithm so other people can see our videos. If you're not following us on YouTube or Instagram, follow us at polite for what underscore sports, and it's the same like as always on both platforms.
Yeah, and sis, before we get out of here,
Mm-hmm.
I want to do something. We got two up and one across.
Man, this ain't Cam Newton podcast.
Love and peace. Nah, Cam Newton do it. He do the I love you thing. But this is two up and one across. That's love and peace because we was just preaching a real message of how we should love each other for real and
Right.
not be casting opinions on somebody and hoping that they get the rise like bread though. Whenever they see him in real life. So keep love and peace first and understand that your people is your neighbors. And your neighbors can also, cash in favors. And I'm just out here freestyling right now,
Yeah,
but
let's get out of here for this
that's
boy
real.
get too deep there. All right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all
That's
next
real. Thank
time.
y'all.
Bye.